What is good, YouTube? Pyro Plays Games here, back with another video. In today's video, we're doing another Storytime video. Today's video is going to be part 2 of the J story. Remember how I said before, guys, that wasn't the last time I heard from these kids? It wasn't. So I'm gonna say just about probably 2 years after that whole incident, right, fiasco happened. My mother had to leave town for a day, alright? So while she was leaving town for that whole day, I might tell her, hey Ma, do you mind if I go, mind if you drop me off at the pool? So, she left with my sister, so she didn't drop me off at the town pool, okay? So, it was about 2 hours early. She said, just don't get in no trouble, you can go to the playground, go in the park. So, I'm waiting for the town hall pool. I decided to go over to the park, right? And while I'm over at the park, I'm just chilling, you know how I'm doing my thing. Playing the swing set. I met this girl, I forgot her name was. It was this Christian girl, or whatever. So, at the time I was talking to her, chilling with her, she's probably a year or two older than me, you know, chilling around with her, hanging out, just talking about things. We were talking about how we are, like, what our Catholicness is, or, like, what our religion is, stuff like that. We were talking about what we're going to be doing for the summer. I had plans to, like, my school had plans for us to go to a plantation and all that stuff, right? But anywho, we talking about that for about a half an hour. I'm like, oh yeah, alright, so I'm going to see you later. I'm like, can I get your number of Snapchat? You know, at the time I had a phone. She's like, yeah, sure, here's my number. And I'm like, alright, thank you. I'm like, I'll text you later sometime, maybe hang out sometime. She's like, yeah, that'd be cool. But anywho, I proceed to leave that area and I head over to the town pool. I see this girl and guy, and then I'm just doing my own thing, right? And then all of a sudden, from behind me, I don't know what happened, I don't remember, right? And then, all of a sudden from behind, I feel somebody shove me to the fucking ground. I turn around, this tall ass, skanky looking girl, tight jean shorts, tank top with half her, you know what, hanging out of her, you know what I mean? Big jugglers, and all that jazz, right? So I'm like, what the fuck? They proceed to rip my shoes off my shoes. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? They proceeded to snatch my phone out of my pocket, mind you, okay? So I get up, I'm like, alright, that's it. And this 19, mind you, this girl was 18, this kid was 19. I was 11 years old at the time, alright? This kid fucking threw me to the ground, and they both started walking away towards the gazebo. So I proceed to follow there. I'm like, hey, dude, the guy. I proceed to do some jump on a fucking Spider-Man, dude. I jump on top of this man, alright? When I jumped up, dude, I jumped up to the point where, like, I jumped up, right onto his shoulders. I think he was, like, I think the guy was like 6. He was like at least 7 or 8 feet tall. Okay, I want to say that. I think at the time I was probably like 5 feet, maybe 6. I was 11, so I don't know. I'm like 6 feet now. Maybe I was like 4 or 5. I don't remember, right? I jumped off the side of the fucking gazebo onto his shoulders. Fell backwards, down he went. I'm on top of him. And I'm beating the shit out of him, right? When he fell, he smacked his head off the gazebo, so he was trying to, like, recover. Like, he got a head concussion or something, I forget. I'm on top of him, right? Beating the shit out of this 19-year-old dude. Bang, 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 bang in the fucking face. And he's finally to this girl. Fuck this B-word. I'm out of here. He threw me off and fucking ran away. This 19-year-old ran away from a fucking 11-year-old, alright? Imagine being 11 years old and beating up a 19-year-old. That's funny. That is funny. That's what happened here. Alright, so I'm like, I ups the slutty ass girl, I'm like to her, but that was your problem. Where's my phone and shoes? And she's like, what was it? So I guess she was supposedly friends with the J girl. The J girl sent her after me to come beat me up because I wouldn't F her for some delusional reason. So I like to go, where's my phone and where's my shoes? I don't know. So I hang up, I'm like, bitch, get the hell out of the way. I shove her out of the way, she falls on her ass. I take her pocketbook. I rip everything off the lawn, alright? I managed to find my phone, okay? No, actually, no, I never did, my bad. I managed to find my phone, I did not. I'm pretty sure I didn't, though. No, because I went to the gas station. You know, I didn't find my phone. I didn't find my shoes, alright? I'm like to her, bitch, get the fuck out of here, I never see you again, or I'm gonna beat your ass next time. She left, got her shit and left, alright? I will go to the gas station next door, I'm like to him, hey, can I use your phone? He's like, well, why? I'm like, I was just jumped across the street by a fucking 19-year-old, 2 19-year-olds, alright? Can I use your phone? And this is 11-year-old me asking, alright? And the guy's like, sure, whatever, kid. With an attitude, it's like, imagine hearing a kid tell you he was just jumped by 2 adults
and you're like, oh, whatever, and you're holding up the line, get out of the way. It's like, seriously, dude? I'm an 11-year-old boy, alright? And I was just beat up by two 19-year-olds, and you don't give a fuck. And so I finally figured out how to use the phone. I'm like, 911, what's your emergency? I'm like, hi, my name's Gregory Zioli. So they heard that word, they're like, oh, we know who you are. I'm like, I was just jumped by two 19-year-olds in the park in front of the pool. They stole my phone and my shoes. They sent a cop over, right? They proceeded to call my mother and say, hey, your son was just attacked by two adults. Where are you? She's like, I'm out of town. He knows this. And they're like, he's 11 years old. You're not supposed to leave him unattended. She's like, whatever. I'm out of town. I won't be back in the house. And then they're like, well, if you can't get back soon, we're gonna have to bring it. We're gonna have to put him in. So we're gonna have to put him somewhere. Bring him in to somewhere and whatnot. She's like, okay, fine. I'll call my friend. She proceeded to call her friend and come and grab me. It was a close family friend, so I knew who it was. She came down. Her name was Melanie. She brought me over to her place. So my mom got home, and we were over there watching SpongeBob and having fun. You know what I mean? But no, what's fucked up to that minute was that later on we got a thing in the mail saying, you are not mail. Sorry. We later on heard from a DCF agent that came knocking on our door that there was DCF looking into the case of what happened. Send the cops looking into the two 9-year-olds that beat the shit out of the, mind you, a kid with Tourette's special needs syndrome, which is me. I have many of those problems. They decided to call DCF to have, I forget what it was called, DCF thing labeled on my mother, even though she was out of town, she had nothing to do with it, and those 9-year-old kids got scot-free way of beating me up. Alright? And so that's next day, a couple days later, DCF agent came, and at the time, my house was kind of dirty. My mother was so busy dealing with me, my sister trying to get us to school, she didn't get a chance to clean. She heard a knock on the door, she came over, and they're like, I'm so-and-so DCF, I came in here to just check up on the house, see how the kid's doing. She's like, okay. So then I'm like, hello there. I'm like, hi. I'm like, who the fuck are you? My mom was like, Greg. I'm like, what? And the lady came and talked to my mother and left. The lady proceeded to fuss because the house wasn't clean. It wasn't dirty. Like, it wasn't like fucking shit everywhere, human shit everywhere, dirty. Like, it was a little dusty here and there. But she filed the DC report, went to parents' house. Kid was extremely rude, no respect. What was it? Oh yeah, kid was very disrespectful. House was extremely dirty, even though it wasn't. So then, later on a couple of days later on, I went back to school. I had an issue. I forgot what it was. And then I proceeded to have an issue right with school, right? And I forget what happened exactly. I ended up running away from school, okay, man, mind you, alright? The school is fucked up, okay? I ran away from this school. I ran outside the playground, the teachers chased after me. I don't remember how I did it. There was a little, it was like a little, you know how certain metal fences will help be connected by those two giant nut bolt things on the top, right? There was a little space in between. I somehow squeezed my tiny ass through that. And I'm like, damn, I'm still fucking pretty skinny and good looking. Squeezed my 11-year-old ass through that, and proceeded to ran all the way home. I came to the door, knocked on the door. My mom was like, wait, Greg, what the hell are you doing home? I'm like, Mom, I ran away from school. She's like, what? Why? There was an issue I didn't want to do. I ran away from school. She's like, alright, I'm going to have to bring you back. You know that, right? I'm like, what? We proceeded to go back. All I see when I came back was 7 cops on the left side of the stairs, 7 cops on the right side of the stairs. And the time when it got me back, it was school was already over, and this cops, I guess, were looking for me and shit. And the school ended up saying, yeah, he's fine, just let him go home. And I went home, right? But before my mother brought me back from lunch, jazz, sorry, I missed part of the story. I have a shitty memory. One of my teachers that I couldn't stand, Mrs. Reynolds, was her name was called. She chased after me. She ran all the way to my house, right? My mother let him in. She's like, yeah, I was looking for him. He ran out from school. She's like, you were right. I'll make you a glass of water. She's like, yeah, can I get something to drink? My dog, for whatever reason, even my dog knew. She was a fucking C-word, alright? My dog proceeded to go up to her and bite her hand. Because she was near me and my sister, and he did not like her. He nipped her. And mom came back and she's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. He didn't break skin, but she said she bit him when he bit her. Which was lying on her fucking ass. He didn't bite her. There was no blood on her hand. He just nipped her a little bit. She called it biting. But anywho, we met at the school. A teacher came with me. My mom dropped her back off, right? And so on, okay? And then when I met at the damn school, the cops were all there. That's when they said just to send him home. And I'm going home. And this isn't the end of this story either, guys. It still goes on for a while now. But I'm going to save that for part 3. If you guys did enjoy today's video, do me a huge favor. Like and subscribe. And this will be Pyro Plays signing out. See you all later. Alright? And before that, one announcement. We are close to 500 subscribers. Once we hit that, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. $50 Xbox card, $50 PlayStation card. First winner gets to choose between those two. Whatever one he does not choose, secondary winner gets that card. Alright? But yeah, like I said, signing out. See you all later. Bye-bye.
He was worried about you. Till the end. Come on. We don't have much time. Let's get rid of these things.
For Luis.
Ada, come in. There's a lab where we can remove the parasites. Had a crazy hunch that you'd know where it is.
Their most important facilities are housed in their sanctuary at the top of the mountain. That's where I'd look.
Huh. Ada the encyclopedia.
Happy to help. Now you owe me.